All right, ladies and gentlemen, good, was it Wednesday night, man? How about NVIDIA earnings? We're going to dig into those. The TOPGUN Options research desk already did their homework, man. What a great product. Take a look at this. Just uploaded this in the chat box. If you're doing the live stream on our member site, it's so cool, man. I looked on my phone. I can see me on my phone doing this. I uploaded this on here as well. We'll debrief this in a couple minutes here. Looks like, buy the rumor, sell the news out of NVIDIA. They printed money, great outlook, really strong earnings here. So here's our little TOPGUN options breakdown of the earnings. We'll cover in a couple minutes here. But the main objective tonight is to take two more lifetime members. So I'm going to brief kind of what our lifetime membership is all about, what you get, and all sorts of stuff. So we only have two memberships left. So welcome aboard, Kevin. Don't know if he's in here, but last week Debbie jumped on as soon as we opened it. Then Deanna yesterday, Kevin today in the live trade brief shot an email, and I'm welcome aboard to these three new lifetime members. And as if you weren't in AR this morning, I'll give you a heads up. There's two price increases. Well, one big price increase coming to lifetime. So tonight, the next two people to lock in will be done. And then it's going up 33%. We are launching two brand new services here at TOPGUN Options. I could not be more thrilled. Is it some more work for me? No. Why? Because I love doing it. I'm very passionate about this. I still get to bend the jet around every once in a while, but this is the thrill of the kill for me, man. Well, first of all, I love being an instructor and helping people and putting the ladder down, but I more importantly also love winning, but I love helping people make money. So going to be going up to 20 grand in 2 months. So you need to lock in, and there he is. Awesome. John, finishing up a workout. Love it, man. Love being able to do stuff on the go. So, ladies and gentlemen, last opportunity to lock in at 15 before we go up to 20. It was going to be 17.5, and now after meeting with my marketing team and a mastermind person and stuff like that, Tactical Trade Plan is launching after we launch Solo AI on Monday. I'm going to do an alert service with these reports with actionable options, tactics attached to them. I'm having a blast, really rejuvenized, man. This is year 16. We started TOPGUN Options in 2010, man, and I have a whole bag of airspeed on the jet right now. I can't wait to see what the next 16 years is going to be here. Can you even imagine 16 years from now what AI is going to be doing and stuff like that? Maybe I will be a robot ex machina. We'll see. Nothing surprises me. There's the email Kevin sent me this morning to lock in his slot, man. He increased his portfolio 105% in a year. He's like, dude, now it's time for me to join Lifetime. I mean, he's more than doubled. Did great last year, doubled his retirement account from 110 to 225, mostly from Amazon, some snipers. Not always in front of the computer to hit those, but thanks for all you do. That's why I'm here, man. You'll see some more case studies here in a little bit from some other lifetime members. But you didn't get into this briefing by accident. I think there was 120 people registered. I think I only sent this out to current TGO members because I want you all to get first access. When I've opened this up in the past before, there are lifetime members who joined coming off the street, which is awesome. But before we really jacked up the lifetime investment, I wanted you all to get it first instead of somebody just walking off the street. We're a squadron. We do it like that. So you're going to get to lock in a permanent seat in our most elite inner circle. They're going to be getting access to Solo AI. They're going to be getting access to all these proprietary content reports that are beyond hedge fund like quality, folks. Goldman Sachs Asset Management puts out materials like this. You have to be a high net worth individual to get this type of attention. The world changed. I told you the world changed 3 weeks ago. We're changing with it, man. The barrier to entry is just absolutely insane. John, when we launch Solo AI on Monday at 10 a.m., it'll be $197 a month. or 1997 a year. If you're not registered for Monday's brief, here is the link. Thank you for asking that. It'll be 197 a month or 19. Loved 1997. I finished my first fleet tour on the Abraham Lincoln and the Kitty Hawk, flying over Iraq and strike planning against Iran. And Susie and I moved from Lemoore, California, down to Orange County. This is how old I am. I was an instructor. I started in Marine Corps Air Station El Toro. Yeah, it was still open. And then I went down to Miramar. So I love 1997. So 197 a month or 1997 a year for the solo AI. I'll brief all that Monday morning. So thank you for asking that. And there's the link to join that brief Monday morning. I didn't add the busy slide, but folks, lifetime members, Max Afterburner members, get access to private deal flow. Many lifetime members are invested in Demerex. Now, Demerex is most likely going to be one of my retirements. Ladies and gentlemen, Ibogaine, Dr. Mash, Demerex is using Ibogaine for AUD, alcohol use disorder. Compass is reporting earnings tomorrow, but Demerex is a privately held company. We've about 25 or so Max Afterburner lifetime members invested in Demerex. About the same number, might even be the same people, about 20 to 30 invested in Healing Realty Trust. We're hoping to go public fall of 27. Have you seen what AHR has done? Why do you bring up AHR, Wiz? Because AHR went public a little over a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. Let's just bring up like a 5-year chart. Ladies and gentlemen, AHR is American Healthcare REIT. I'm on the advisory board of Demerex and HRT. Many of you invested in Healing Realty Trust. It's a REIT in the psychedelic space. It's already cash flow positive, making money with existing MOBs, medical office buildings. Already have tenants, already making money, collecting rent. When, not if, psychedelics become mainstream, you're not doing a psilocybin journey in your doctor's office, sitting on wax paper on the examining room table with a National Geographic from 1980 on the table. The infrastructure does not exist. We are building it. So, ladies and gentlemen, AHR, I essentially took our slide deck and hit copy paste, and they're doing the exact same thing. AHR, since it launched in February of 24, is up 295%. Why am I talking about all this stuff? Because Top Gun Options lifetime members get access to these deals because they are my most elite squadron. So, and what else did we do? We're doing the docu-series, which is shifted to documenting the church. We got so much going on with lifetime members that they get access to that regular TGO members do not. So you're going to get access to solo AI monthly. If you did it month to month, it's $2,400. And then the tactical trade plan service in April is going to be another $1,100. So I'm just rounding up to 20. In 2 months, this lifetime membership will go from 15 to 20. Last chance to do it at 15. I'm the only guy in the industry that does this, folks. Why not? Because we do have some, I'm not going to say old because I'm getting old, senior folks. People years ago were like, well, Wiz, I'm getting up there and, I don't know what lifetime means. I might not, type of thing. I'm like, you know what? You can designate an immediate family member to give it to. How about that? Whoa. The only person in the industry that does this. I mean, that not your best friend or, your wife's boyfriend. It's got to be an immediate family member. Nobody else does that, folks. We do it. So there's your value stack. I'm not going to read it all. You get access to everything here at Top Gun Options. And here's the kicker. All future products and services. Every new service I launch is included. I keep getting by the pause. I was about to say, I keep getting pitched by crypto. I got really close friends that are in the crypto space. Like, I'm like, it's pixie dust. It's a Ponzi scheme. We might launch a crypto service. I'm Jamie Dimon. Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme. It's not worth anything, but if somebody's going to trade it, I'm going to make a market in it. So we might even launch a crypto thing. I'll take the meetings going forward. What I'm saying is, if I launch Top Gun Crypto, guess who owns TopGunCrypto.com? I do. So we launch a $3,000 a year crypto service. You will get this as a lifetime member. So you get everything and everything in the future. Man, there are people here that join Lifetime 10 years ago at $7,500, and they are printed. First of all, it's been paid for year one, and they still get access to everything. So Solo AI is launching. You're going to get it for free, man. Solo AI was Solo Amazon. That's dead. It's still the Death Star. It's going to be my core holding in this new portfolio. But NVDA, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Meta, it's Facebook. I'm never going to call it Meta, and I'm not going to call it Alphabet. So this is going to explode. We'll talk about NVIDIA in a second here and what's this mean. But this whole news portfolio, man, I am so excited about. I've been working on this for at least a month or so, man. I've been teasing it. And then 3 weeks ago, when the world changed, the $300 billion wipeout of LegalZoom, Salesforce. Hell, IBM the other day got the biggest one-day price drop in IBM since 2000, since the dot-com boom. Now it bounced a little bit, but folks, if you didn't recognize that the world has completely changed, you're going to get run over, period. So what's this? Oh, men lie, trades don't. The first month of this year, 25% return in the model portfolio. Okay. Now, if I don't suck and I keep that up, that's a 272% annualized return. I'm going to let that sink in. Look at what the market did the first month of the year. Look at what I did the first month of the year. That's what I tend to do, ladies and gentlemen. If you started January 1st with me as a TGO member with a $25,000 account, we keep this going, you're going to be close to $100,000. The lifetime pays for itself, folks. So men lie, trades don't. You can go to the TGO homepage and click on my brokerage account, and you can see all the trades, real money, all that type of stuff. So 25%, folks. As the S&P was up 1%, the NASDAQ was down, the Dow was flat. Again, outperforming the market. I absolutely love it. So, folks, kind of like Kevin just alluded to, most TGO members pay their lifetime membership off in a couple weeks, right? I did a sniper shot this morning right before accelerated retirement. I showed you live. It was $700 in 8 minutes. Ka-chunk. Yesterday was it bull put spread? Whatever it was. It was $500. A couple minutes. I'm like out. Those were quick ones. Usually my average sniper is about $1,500 to $2,300 in profit. I don't want to jinx myself, man, but I forget what my streak was. When was that? It wasn't recent. It was after COVID. There was like a 30 sniper trade streak. It was like me landing aboard the boat during my perfect line period. I got nervous as hell, man. I almost wanted to throw a bad landing just to get it out of my system. But folks, you can potentially, always got to pay the attorneys. David, shoot me an email. See, there goes one. TopGunOptions.com. I'm taking the first two. We got 3. The next 2, David, if you're serious, there's my email right there. Potentially 1 left. So, folks, if my average sniper shot of $1,500, and there are lifetime members in here right now that can vouch for this, I'll show you some testimonies in a couple seconds here, folks. You could potentially pay for the lifetime membership in a week or 2, let's say a month, and that's all profit after that. No more, paying for the solo AI or the tactical trade planning or anything like that. Paul and Karen, hey, thanks for the detailed SPX explanation on the bearish put trade yesterday. Blah, blah, blah. Let me just read. Anyways, big picture. We're up about 150 grand with synthetic Tesla and 6 on your recent SPX Amazon bullish double verticals. This is why we are lifetime members. Appreciate your excellent tactics. Charles, I think I saw you in here. Charles ran 250 up to 851. He sent me his brokerage account. I absolutely love Charles being a lifetime member. I mean, he's printing money. I love getting these type of things, these type of reports. You can just go through all the stuff. David Dwight, I've made 35 times the amount I put into lifetime. Right? Chad, also a fighter pilot. Lifetime membership is worth its weight in gold. Tom, this one made my heart smile. Tom's been in Wall Street in the investment space for 30 years. He's been a lifetime member for 4. This experience has been excellent. And if you're interested in making the move, I highly suggest it. I just grabbed this one the other day. I think Scott or Brent or Paul, I don't know if you guys are in here. I think this was last week with these snipers. 1570, 500 an hour. Brent, 28 minutes, 3180 in profit. Hell, this right there almost pays for your solo AI starting on Monday. And that is, hell, 2 years. That's a full throttle membership right there. I always bring up Larry. Larry, read this if you're on the fence. Folks should really think about a lifetime membership. When I joined in 2013, I thought I'd do it for a year or so and move on my own. He left. That worked out for a while. A lot of this is like Godfather 3. Every time they leave, I pull them back in. They come back. Why? The intel to be priceless. I'm telling you, folks, this thing is priceless to me. This phone and my network and the people I talk to in the Pentagon and White House and hedge funds, Chicago, New York, Hong Kong. My point is, I have spent more on annual memberships over the years than lifetime. That's why I came up with the lifetime during COVID. I'm like, why don't let's just do this? It's easier. Does everybody understand that? Right? Okay. Here's what, Tom already briefed you on that. Join, visit the training regularly, learn the tactics, do the SPX snipers. It pays for the membership. Life-changing money here. When you're ready to move on, transfer to an immediate family member. No other service does this. It's been a hockey stick, folks. Talk about a call option, right? If you had done this, man, anybody see a trend here? I guarantee you in a couple of years, this thing's up at like 30 grand and you're going to kick yourself if you didn't join. It's going up to 20 grand in 2 months with the launch of these 2 services. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. For the next 2 people, you're going to help fund healing retreats. So we engage in philanthropic capitalism here at TOPGUN Options. So we will donate in your name 2 grants to Sacred Warrior Fellowship. Okay, profit and purpose, right? 2, 6 grand. And here's some images, man. We are a faith-based organization down here in South Florida. We're a 508c1a entheogenic fellowship. You guys should know my background well enough by now. 5 years ago, my 5-year anniversary is coming up in May. Saved and changed my life. Reconnected me with God after losing my faith for decades. Destroyed alcohol. Cured trauma. Man, I can't tell you. Or I can tell you, it saved and changed my life. Got home, started the No Fallen Heroes Foundation, been doing a lot of good work. Really tough getting donations, folks. Or I just suck at asking people for money. When I'm asking people for money for trading, it's easy because I'm like, hey, I printed money doing this. Okay, well, I can too. It's so harder, man. I'm like, I thought people would like throw money at these type of endeavors. It's so tough or I just suck at it, which is probably what's going on here. So we use, we Susie and I personally throw as much as we can over the fence to the foundation. Just it's easier for me to do that than to do 90 phone calls, drunk dialing people begging for money. I just can't do it. So that's what we're going to do in this case. We will throw 6K of your 15 over the fence to fund 2 healing retreats. So there's Jeffrey. There's my brother, Jeff. So Jeff was one of our first civilians to join us at Sacred Warrior Fellowship, man. What a brave human being. I love this guy. Let's read what Jeffrey just wrote in the chat box here. The healing retreat literally saved the life of our boy Sully and helped me immensely. Your donations and help to the Sacred Warrior Fellowship will help so many people. Love my brother Jeffrey, man. He is on the path. It ain't all sunshine, lollipops, and unicorns, but it's a hell of a lot better. Once you drop the mask and you see past the egos and everything like that, man, a spiritual awakening can be pretty damn cool. So, Becky, I think you're on retreat with Becky, right, Jeff? For over a decade, I desperately sought healing, CBT, EMDR, yoga, acupuncture, 12-step groups. None of it compared. The psilocybin retreat with Sacred Warrior allowed my husband to gain power over his addictive behaviors and helped me discover my own strength and dignity. Our marriage has been significantly impacted. I've never felt so much peace and hope for the future. Oh, you were on the retreat with her husband, Jeff. Becky came after him. Denise, I've been suffering for years, and in one day, my entire perspective changed. I've been able to grieve my losses and finally be at peace. She's a firefighter. Just a few days out, I can share this has been a spiritual recalibration, genuine healing. Tommy, the wife of a Marine combat veteran, mother of 6. I came burdened, distracted, timid, and confused. I'm leaving light, focused, and with a power, confidence, and clarity I've never could imagine. I've had 6 babies naturally. This medicine allowed me to give birth to me. The only way to repay this gift is to live fully. So we love throwing a portion of the stuff over the vent. Jody, after suffering in silence for decades, carrying wounds I never dared, she was a firefighter, but she was a medic in an Army helicopter that crashed. Army helicopter crashed and then got out and became a first responder. This medicine forced me to face the darkness I buried and finally let go. On the other side, I discovered a level of love, peace, and deep knowing I never imagined I'd feel again. This walk with the plants hasn't just changed my life; it's saved it. You guys can read the rest of this stuff. Let me read Bryce, though. This one really made my heart smile. He was on the last retreat. I want to say thank you to Sacred River Fellowship for blessing me and guiding me into my transformation and spiritual healing. I am ever so grateful for the new life God has given me through the power of the spiritual sacraments and letting go mindset. My heart is full, my head is clear, and my soul is whole again. Folks, this is the win-win. Can you making money? Man, I used to think making money was it. Man, I need to making money's that ain't it. Making money is great. How about making money and helping it to save and change lives? That's the win-win. Folks, you ain't a pharaoh. None of you are rich enough to build a pyramid to put all your money and your jewels and your cars and your yachts in and take it with you across the Mersey, to the next place with coins on your eyes for the ferryman. You ain't taking it with you, folks. So how about we make money and we save and change lives? This is the way. Right there's Sully. There's who Jeff was talking about, man. Navy diver vet. So a hell of a lot of trauma, man. Holy crap. There's an Army guy. There's my beautiful bride. Hey, by the way, if you're interested, our next retreat is March 27, whatever the last weekend of March is. We do take civilians. I'll give you the link, sacredwarriorfellowship.com to do that. Okay. One more time. We're going to go talk about NVIDIA earnings in a second here, but folks, it's going up in price. It was going up to 17.5 on Monday when we launched Solo AI. Well, in April, I already got the launch plan complete and the mapping done for the alert service. We're going to be blasting out these proprietary hedge fund alerts at least 2 a week. Lifetime gets it for free. And then a standalone tactical trade plan service. That'll be not the 97 a month, 970 a year. It replaces the old kind of solo Amazon pricing. That's going to be our drug deal. Okay. All right. So here's the link, Dave. Let me. This will be for you. It's on the replay for this brief. Will be on this page right here. But Dave, if you want to lock in right now, let me give you the link. Right there. So ready, set, go. Click right here, enroll now, right? Click enroll now, and you're good to go. It's 15.5. There's a credit card fee that we ain't eating since you're getting a nice discount. So it's 15.5 technically. So there you go. The replay to this brief will be on here. That's the old replay. But it's right there as the green button, Dave. So, and anybody else besides Dave and one other person. If they, as soon as we grab that, folks, the next person, if you're number 6, I'll send you the link to 17.5. And if you wait until April, I'll send you the link for 20. That's what we're doing. Any questions on this before we move on to NVIDIA? I'm excited. Any other questions? I'm really fired up, man. The lifetime membership, I have a whole Dropbox folder of probably 150, 250 screenshots in live trade briefs. When people throw stuff out like that, I just grab a quick screenshot like, hey man, thank you for saving my life, or thanks for paying for college for my kids, or something like that. That makes my heart smile. I'm not going to sit here and kill you with death by testimonials. All right, everybody pull up, go into the chat box right now. I uploaded this at the top of the brief. Does everybody see this? Go grab your NVIDIA. So let's go look at the Wall Street Journal headline real quick, because this is important. What did they say? Here it is. NVIDIA beats back bubble fears. That's a mouthful. NVIDIA beats back bubble fears with record 68 billion sales in the fourth quarter. You don't see it in the chat box. You probably came in after I uploaded it. I will do it right now. Let me upload it again. Your computer. Home. NVIDIA. Earnings brief. Everybody go look right now. Barry, you should be able to see it in there. Hey, what's up, Shrek? Shrek, I'm going to blow you away, man. You ready for this? You ready to laugh? I got an offer to fly flankers out of Cecil Field. Can you believe that? And they want to use my L39 for like currency. Like, if guys need hours, you ain't going to jump in the flanker because it's way too much money. But yeah, there's a group that bought 6. Where are they? Luxembourg. They're somewhere picking up these 5 straights and a T-bird. I might be flying flankers out of Cecil Field, dude. Can you imagine? I can't even. Yeah, that's right, Jeff. Yeah, I forgot you're in Jax. Absolutely. Yeah, man. I think you might out. I don't know, man. I've been watching all these flanker videos and the Cobra and stuff like that. I don't know. Yak versus flanker. But you're a legit Top Gun guy, man. Shrek went through the hard course. I went through the drunk reservist, long-haired, unshiny boots adversary course. So look at that headline, folks. NVIDIA beats back bubble fears. A record quarter. Chip maker, 43 billion. Folks, that's a 35% year-over-year jump. Holy crap, man. That's insane. Wizzo and a shotgun, man. That's about all they're good for. Nah, I'm kidding. All right, here we go. Does everybody see that report in there? Look at this. I cranked this out, man. Boom. So this was awesome. Here's all the estimates in this column. There's the actual numbers. Doesn't matter. Just look in the beat column. This is going to be the standard format for our new alert service, man, on these type of earnings report. And I love the way it talks. It knows me and fighter pilot speak and stuff like that. Beat, in line, revenue, the guide, folks. Look at this. This is huge. What was you guys know, if you've been here for a while, I say earnings are 80-20. 20% of an earnings call is what? The left side of the chart. Here's how we did. And then nobody cares. 80% of the rest of the earnings call is what? What's the future? Say it with me, the G word, guidance. What are you guiding? Look at this, man. The Q1 FY27, look at that. Free, and then if you know me well enough by now to this. Free cash flow. I was worried about this. You guys know me and my bearish 1 year out put spread on NVIDIA. I'm holding that thing just in case. That's my ejection seat for this. Cash. Now, OpenAI, I got a problem with. That dude is selling vaporware. debt and just NVIDIA is making money. It's got an Amazon-like component where it's actually making money. It's not doing nothing. It's got customers. So, folks, free cash flow makes me smile. I'm like Mr. Wonderful. Talk to me about cash. So, full fiscal year 2026 revenue was up 65% year over year. Forget about it. Data center, the Death Star. This is like AWS for Amazon. Data center revenue reached a record 63 billion, up 75% year over year, 22% sequentially. Folks, I'm not going to read this all to you. You can read it. This was obscene. Okay, so that's why I get the Wall Street Journal headline that says, "Hey, fears of a AI bubble are grossly exaggerated, ladies and gentlemen." That's true. Vera Rubin is they shipped the first samples to customers this week. Remains on track for second half of 2026. The Vera Rubin is expected to deliver 10 times more performance per watt versus the Blackwell. That's a massive leap in efficiency when power is an issue. You heard the president last night talk about power. I already posted about some power in the Max Afterburner thread a little while ago. Already talked about free cash flow, man. It's the war chest. This is good. This makes me smile about NVIDIA. Other segments. Did you know gaming revenue? NVIDIA and gaming. Yeah, buddy. It's a mini Death Star. It's got little other verticals too. Okay. Well, that makes me smile too. So, stock reaction. Let's go look. I think it sells off. It's so good, just like Amazon, folks. What if you're an existing TGO member? You know what I'm going to say right now. Say it with me. Buy the rumor, sell the news. We had a good pop in after hours trading. It was up about 3 or 4%. Now it's essentially flat. We might sell the news a little bit tomorrow, but folks, it broke out of this range here. Everybody see that roof right there, 192.5. Pretty sure that's an options strike. It is 192.5. That's what stocks do. They pin at option strikes. Let me throw a line in here. I will be adding NVIDIA to our solo AI portfolio Monday when we launch our new service that you're going to have to pay for separately if you're not in Lifetime. So look at that. Break. If anything, tomorrow we might pull back to 192.5. It's not doing it right now, but that should turn into support. Or what happens tomorrow morning is people like you listening to this freaking awesome brief tonight that goes, holy crap, that was obscene. Buy it at the open. We will see how the stock reacts tomorrow morning with regular humans and not after hour people. So we looked at the at the money straddle today, didn't we? Right? It was a muted move. The at the money straddle that we looked at was pricing in about a 6% move, and it only did half that. I wish Amazon had done that. I had that iron condor on. Hey, look at Wiz's super wide iron condor, 6 sigma implosion. Okay, that now you know why Wiz shouldn't trade earnings, right? Okay, so the muted reaction tells you the market had already, say it with me, buy the rumor, sell the news. But the guidance beat of 5 billion plus over consensus is what's going to matter looking at the right side of the chart. Love it. From the flight deck, from the commanding officer, commuting demand is growing exponentially. This was huge. Agenic, I forget how they say that. This was the biggest takeaway. I saw it ripping around the media. The AI inflection point has arrived. Right? Delivering an order of magnitude lower cost per token, and Vera Rubin will extend that leadership even further. Enterprise adoption of agents is skyrocketing. I told you yesterday, JP Morgan or Morgan Stanley, or Bank of America, somebody did or was it this morning? One of them did we still like Oracle down here. It might take forever to recover, but it was like Animal House when Dean Wormer walks into the house. And who was the president? of Delta. We're hoping our grade point, our midterms really bring up our GPA. No, software as a service is dead. It died 3 weeks ago. It's over with. Now, Kramer was wanking earlier about, it might not be really dead. It might just really super optimize them. Well, guess what's going to happen? They're going to lay off 90% of their employees at those companies and have a bunch of booger eaters sitting around super optimizing their stuff. It may not be dead, but most of the people in those companies are dead, period. The bottom line assessment, TOPGUN Options. This is a company growing at 73 to 77% on a 68 billion quarter base with 75% gross margins and 35 billion in quarterly free cash flow. The peak AI narrative just took a body blow. I love how our alert service speaks how I speak. It knows the lingo and stuff like that. Guidance didn't just beat, it accelerated the growth rate, and they did it while excluding China entirely. The supply chain is diversifying. Vera Rubin samples are shipping. The 500 billion pipeline is being revised upward. Ladies and gentlemen, the hyperscalers aren't slowing down. They're pressing the throttle. Combined CapEx approaching, what was it? It was 600 billion on Monday when I gave you the solo Amazon's gone. It's solo AI brief. What happened Tuesday? This. Meta and AMD agree to AI chip deal worth more than 100 billion. So I had to up my math, and they upped this math. The AI infrastructure trade is alive and well. The Death Star thesis remains fully intact. So, ladies and gentlemen, if our new tactical trade plan service that launches in April is going to have, in the white down here, an options trade. So, do not join Lifetime tonight, and you will be paying whatever it is on Monday for our new solo AI service. And then in April, you aren't going to get access to these reports at all. It will be for the Max Afterburner people and the tactical trade plan members. So this white space will have the options trade based on all of that. So I'm going to tell you, do it now. Upgrade, take the Lifetime. Does anybody have any questions on NVIDIA? I already said it. I'm going to hang on to that put ratio back spread. I always have an ejection seat. Folks, don't forget you can be bipolar and so can I, right? You can have dueling trades on. You can be long-term bullish on NVIDIA out into the future, but still think there's going to be an AI bubble pop. We talked about this earlier today. What did I say, folks? We could, I was an instructor in Miramar in a Marine fighter attack training squadron when the dot-com bubble hit. Netscape, gone. AOL, gone. Yeah, the whole gones. Amazon got kicked in the jimmy. Google got, but the giants, or they stayed and became giants. So you can have dueling trades on NVIDIA on. You can put on a new long-term bullish trade on NVIDIA years into the future, but have this thing might explode in the next year. So I am going to hold on to that trade. Are we full? Welcome, Moral. I love it. Trying to transfer funds from my bank. I think we're full. If it's Dave and these two people, or somebody needs to beat them right now. Awesome. Welcome aboard. Morale, just shoot me an email if you're having a little issues or something like that, and you want in Wiz at TOPGUNoptions.com. Shoot me an email and I'll hold that software. If you're maneuvering stuff around, I get it. All right. So with NVIDIA, I'm going to hold that trade. Because it's kind of it has been a little boring of late. Here's Trump's going to kill us all with tariffs, and then he didn't. So it's kind of leveled, man, from this 160 to 200 range. That's Iron Condor Alley right there. We could be making money. Does this earnings report give it new life for a new leg up? What does Uncle Wiz say? Yes. I can't believe I'm saying that because I can't stand NVIDIA. I think the climb resumes. That was solid. I I feel like Sonny. He's taking this very personally, Tom. It's not, I'm not taking it personally. It's just business. If I'm wrong about NVIDIA, I love being wrong and making money, right? How many times have I said that to you? Like, got that wrong and I'm making money. That's fine. I'll admit that. But these earnings definitely have shifted my jib, so to speak, on NVIDIA. I didn't expect this, man. I didn't expect it to be that good. And for him to be that, it's the job of the CEO to be the cheerleader, but that was good. That was good. Any questions on that? So does everybody have their AI infrastructure report? Let me look at this, all the free stuff I'm giving away. Where's my solo AI? Does everybody have this report? I'll give this one to you for free. This is the 19 pager on, actually, this needs to be updated based on the earnings we just got, but this is going to be the solo AI portfolio. There's NVIDIA right there. I need to update these numbers. As soon as I get done, I'm going to watch some hockey. I'm going to update this 19-page report, but it's current except for NVIDIA earnings. Somebody said earlier, CEG is absolutely crushing it. You're welcome. We got into that last week, long-term bullish, right? CEG, Constellate, KEG, CEG. Look at this thing, man. We got into it last week at like 270, whatever that was, 270 to 325. You're welcome. This is a screaming buy, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute screaming buy, Constellation Energy Group. We're going to add this is another one we're going to hold in our portfolio. But if you don't have this, I'll just give it to you because I'm nice. It's got all the power names in here. It's got my lottery ticket in here. I got NNE. That's my crack pipe play. Where is it? Down here. The lotto ticket. Nano nuclear. Let me give you this because I'm in a good mood. Because we just got our final, it looks like, 2 lifetime members. That's 5, and we're good. Everybody else, 17.5 or 20. Everybody look in the chat box right now. Download that 19-page report. Those are the 10 names we're going to start targeting in our solo AI service. Here's the link one more time to register for Monday's brief. Right there. If you haven't registered already, do me a favor. Throw that around on social media, man. Let's get the word out. Let's grow our squadron. So that's the link for the brief on Monday. And then here's the replay page for tonight. I need to go eat and watch some hockey, but in about an hour, I'll throw the replay video up on this page. If you're, looks like Dave and Morale are they click the enroll now and they're taking those 2 slots, which puts a smile on my face. I'm excited, man. Any other questions, concerns? Oh, by the ways, tonight I'm packing, me, Susie, Keeley, heading up to Memphis to go to Ole Miss for new student orientation. So it was like 27 degrees at Ole Miss this morning. My Florida body can't take this. So I'll be on the road next couple days, but I got my phone, man. I'll be trading, walking around the Grove if needed. So if you got any questions for me, I can shoot me an email, wiz@topgunoptions.com. But it looks like we have our two stuff. No kidding. All right, Shrek. Yeah. I forget what time we land tomorrow and then when we fly out. But yeah, let's try and hook up when you're up there. It would be great to see you. Mike, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but don't see the reports. Hey, everybody, look in here and see if you can see those. I see a green check block next to the report. I think that means it was uploaded. Are you looking in the webinar chat? Can everybody else look in the chat and give me a thumbs up or say yes? All right, John sees them. And yeah, that was, you should have 2 reports, the AI infrastructure trade and the NVIDIA report. All right, good. Yeah, everybody sees them in there. So I don't know what's going on. All right. Yeah, they're in there. Whoever said you can't see them, they're in there. I see them. And when I see a little green check mark, it means it was uploaded and everybody, all the attendees can see them. So they're in there. If worst comes to worst, just shoot me an email. All right. Somebody just said got him. Good. Worst comes to worst, if you can't see them in the chat where everybody else does, just shoot me an email. If you're a member, they're in the member areas. You should be a member because they're in the member areas. But I'll even if you're not a member and you just found your way into this brief, I can hook you up. Shoot me an email and I'll respond with that. Okay, they're in our member area here. All right, stuff. That's it. That's all I got, man. It looks like we might have the two, so we're done. Unless somebody beats them. So Monday, 10 a.m. solo AI launch. Really excited. Got more airspeed on the jet. Launching 2 new services. This technology is obscene. It's insane. I already gave you guys a brief. I don't want to steal my my thunder for Monday, but folks, this is destroying people's lives. That sounds awful, but guess what? Like Gordon Gekko said in the movie Wall Street, if you want a friend, get a dog. This is just obscene. I just did a brand new Compass, and Compass is reporting earnings. I just blasted this out into the member area as well for our psychedelics names. Compass reports tomorrow. Here's the executive summary. Buy, strong buy, the price targets. I give you actually price targets and dates after we do all this research, folks. What's going on in the psychedelic space? Atai, Helix, Definium. So just blasted this one out as well to the members. All right, that's enough. Any other questions, concerns? Oh, by the way, shoot me an email, wiz@topgunoptions.com. Hotty toddy, and welcome aboard to the new lifetime members. It looks like Morale, Dave, Kevin, who's in here, Deanne, and Debbie. Debbie was the first one last week. So good on you, Debbie. All right, guys, I got to go. Have a great rest of your night. Fights on. Namaste. Keep an eye on NVIDIA tomorrow. And welcome aboard to all of our new lifetime members. And I'll see many of you if you want to join the new AI service Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Cheers, and God bless. We'll see you.